Hey guys, welcome to another episode of EmergeUp. Today I got Buddy Rahming with me, comedian who's making an impact here in the industry and also here in the Sacramento area. Today we're going to talk about his grind, how he got into it, some projects that he's working on, and also what he hopes to do in the future. Check it out. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of EmergeUp. What's going on, buddy? How are you doing?
Good, man. How about you?
Hey, I'm doing great. So talk to me a little bit about, I know that you've heard your name, man, around here in the Sacramento area. And, as a comedian on the rise, I'm sure, there's a lot of things going on. Talk to us about you, who you are in general, and just a little bit of your background.
Okay, yeah, me, Buddy Rahming. I'm a actor, comedian. I've been doing comedy for about like 3 years now. I was living out in Yuba City for like the past year, but I just moved back to Sacramento. So now I'm back out here grinding. I got my shows coming up. I do a monthly comedy show at this bookstore called Carol's Books.
Yeah.
It's called Yeah Buddy Comedy. We throw it every second Tuesday of the month.
Awesome.
So yeah.
Well, talk to me a little bit about how you even got into comedy, man, because I'm sure that takes a whole, a process itself into getting into it. So talk to me a little bit about your journey even into comedy.
Started back when I was doing acting, because I was acting longer before I was doing comedy, but then like just part of my training I started doing improv classes, and then after that, I just think that I was just naturally funny, and then after that I just
Who told you were funny?
the students, the other actors in the acting school, they said I was funny. I'm not, saying I'm not was gonna say I was funny, but they was like, yeah, you should really try to do improv because it will help. What improv is just a great way to learn to act,
Right.
and things like that. Going through the improv classes, it was cool and it was fun and all, but then like I went through like this bout of like really bad like depression, and that's not naturally who I am. I'm usually like
Right.
a people person and stuff like that. Might like being out there and stuff like that. So then just stand up was a way to help get over it, and then just get myself back out there, talk to people, get back to being me.
Well, that's awesome, because you go through life, and there's things that you go through that affect you,
Yeah.
and it seems like comedy was just one of those things you kind of gravitated towards as a way to like kind of release, just be you.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. How did that make you feel, man, when you're making that transition?
It was good when people was laughing at the jokes and they related to the struggle that I was going through. So then I was like, all right, cool. I know I'm not the only one going through this thing that I'm going through, whatever. There's a whole bunch of other people going through it. So just being able to know that, like, okay, I'm not alone. That was cool. And then just them also saying, okay, you're funny. You should keep doing this too. That on top of it.
So you had those, obviously you had your circle of people that knew you and they told you were funny. What kind of jokes were you telling back then? Like your mama jokes?
Actually, it's surprising. Even like when I first started doing comedy, like I was the type of person, like I'll be social and I'll be out there, with crowds and stuff like that. But I'm usually like the quiet person. I'm very introverted and like I'm always just taking in information. That's just the type of person I was always taking in information and stuff like that. And so like when people started hearing that I was like doing comedy, they was all like, what? And then even the other comedians, they was all like, he's funny, but the only time we ever hear him talk is like if he has a microphone in his hand.
Why is that?
I don't know. It's just I'm just a quiet person. I'm just naturally, I'm like I'm the type of person that's like I'm really invested in like hearing other people's stories and stuff like that.
That's a good point you touch on, man, because here, taking in information, that probably helps you as a comedian too, because you're observant. So you're able to take in all that information. And I think we live in an age right now where it's so, everybody's so focused on putting their own information out. They talk about themselves, talk about their journey, that it's actually a good, kind of a different vibe, man, to hear that you're listening to others. And how's it helped you in your comedy journey and just trying to take that next leap?
One, it helps me keep me grounded, so I don't get caught up in my own head, like, oh, I'm this guy, or whatever, It's good therapy for me sometimes just to hear what other people are going through, like whether it's good or bad or whatever, it just helps me put in perspective whatever I got going on in my life.
Yep.
Yeah,
so it's good, man, because you take that passion and then you're able to share that with others, especially in a field like comedy where you're making people laugh. It's a rewarding type of career and industry. How did you get started? What was your first gig?
My first gig, I just went and I did open mic for my birthday.
Right.
And then I used a couple of the old jokes that I used from like when I took the acting from the stand-up classes. And then, a couple new things that I wrote. But then, just go from there for my birthday. Because I was all like, that's what it was. It was like, new year, new me type of thing. You know what I mean? So, new year, new me. So I was like, yeah, let's try it. And then from there,
How did it go? How did your first show go?
My open mic, I was nervous, but I did good. I think you always do good the first time.
Yeah.
It's that second time that
you trying to reach for the stars, huh?
Yeah, you what, I did this cool 5 minutes. I think I'm ready for my HBO special now. So then my second time I went up there, I didn't do as good, but I still did pretty good. The guy who was running the open mic, his name was Kevin Porter, and he's like, hey man, just as you know, I put together the showcases, and so I want you on it, and it was like my very first showcase. So he's all like, here's tickets, just hand them out to your friends, hand them out to your family and stuff like that, and then we'll go from there. And man, that was oh my god, I was supposed to do a 5-minute set, and I went and I did all my material, man, all my jokes, and da. People was laughing, they was having a good time and stuff like that. But then I got to into my jokes, and I was 2 minutes into my set. So now I had 3 minutes. I didn't know what to do, so I was like, all right, y'all, I'm out of here. See y'all later.
You just left?
Yeah, and all the other judges were just looking what is he? He's got 3 minutes. All the other audience members, they was all they didn't know. They was they were just having a good time.
And I think that's the thing is you were in your zone, which is good, because I think it's easy to be so worried about what you have going on. You're like, man, what do they feel? What does the audience think? But for you had your material. It was dialed in. The audience loved it, and that was all they needed to know.
Yeah.
And because I work with businesses, I work on on social media. And a lot of times it's easy to take a look at what am I doing? Is it receptive? Are people understanding what I'm doing? But they forget that when you're doing what you love, when you're using your passion, you're using the jokes to kind of as an outlet for you, the message is still there. What are some areas of opportunity that started to open for you as you were going on? What kind of jobs were you starting to get, man? Were you getting booked for any shows or anything?
Acting? Yeah, acting was, like I said, I don't think my stand-up has really progressed, has helped my acting. Maybe it has, maybe it started to now, within the past couple months, a lot of casting directors and people that just in my circle, my network circle, they're really supportive of me doing my stand-up comedy and stuff like that. But when I first started, the jobs that I got, just a lot, booked a lot of jobs around the Sacramento area and stuff like that. But as far as with acting goes,
talk a little bit about that, because I know we touched on the comedy a little bit, but it seems like the transition is to acting, right? So how'd you get started with that?
It was, like I said, I've been acting because I was acting longer than I've been doing stand-up. I've been acting. My very first audition that I went on and that I landed was for Fruitvale Station.
I know that probably had to be almost something really game-changing for your career.
No. That's what I thought it was gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Cause I said, I auditioned for the part, got cast in the movie. I showed up on set, man, and they was my name was even on they have a call sheet or whatever, so they even had my name up on there, in
the credits.
Yeah. And then so I showed up to set, man, and they was all right, here's what you're gonna do. We're just gonna be doing the countdown scene,
right?
And there's some dude's gonna pull speakers out of his phone. We're gonna play some Mac Dre music. All y'all gonna just be dancing, getting hyped, having a good ass time in this shit. Yeah, that's what I thought I was gonna be, man. And then they sent us all to the green room, and it was all me, the other actors, and Michael B. Jordan was. Yeah, so we're filming the scene and stuff like that, and they called all the actors to to the set to start filming it. But then they was nah, you two, and they pointed at me and the other actors specifically, nah, y'all just stay here in the back. We got somebody else. And this was after we already did rehearsals and everything.
Right.
So I'm expecting I'm about to get heck of big camera time, man. I'm about to be showing out. And I brought my mom to set that day too. So she's over here
how's she feeling?
She was good. She was I'm on a movie set. This is so fun. This is so exciting. But to me, I'm bro, I just got bumped to the back and stuff like that. I was I ain't trying to hear you having a good time. I'm dealing alone with that shit. But
well, so I know that for you it's probably one of those experiences you get really high, but then it kind of dropped you back. I'm sure it dropped you back to a different level, but talk about how that experience has changed your acting career moving forward.
It helped because I said I felt I had a lot of success. When I first started acting, I did music videos like E40 or Too Short,
really,
and things like that. So it was just success that I wasn't really prepared for. But then looking back on it now, I'm still there. I'm a member of the union now, the SAG after all that good stuff. Just I saw things come full circle. Last year, I just worked on this movie called All Day and the Night.
Okay.
That's going to be out on Netflix. And that was written and directed by the guy that co-wrote Black Panther with Ryan Coogler.
Really?
Ryan Coogler actually popped up on set one day, just chilling, hanging out and stuff like that. So it's just crazy how things come full circles. Like even if like something doesn't work out, it's like just keep going.
Right. Well, that's a good point, man. Is because you think that everything's gonna work out. You think that everything's gonna work the way you see it. Everything's gonna be dialed in. This is gonna be my big moment. I'm gonna make it. But then life has a funny way of putting you back in your spot. But it seems like it hasn't deterred you. Which is the good part.
Yeah, because I love this stuff, right? I love acting, even if it's acting, comedy, just being a part of this entertainment business, doing these interviews right now and shit. Say this is cool, bro. That's what I like. But a lot of people look at the success and they just be all like, it's just like this. It's like, nah, bro, you just like, it's a wave, bro.
Yeah. Don't let that distract you. Remember, it's a wave. So I mean, with that, like, talk to me a little bit about what you're working on now, because you've gone through that process. You went through, the Fruitvale station, it didn't work out, but then you were working with E40, you were working with, on set with Ryan Coogler, which is, some amazing experiences, I'm sure. So what are you transitioning into now? Like, what's that look like moving forward?
So right now, it's like things are starting to combine, like, with the comedy and my stand-up, because with the stand-up and the acting, because now I run my own monthly comedy show at this place called Carol's Books. Every second Tuesday, come through, 8 o'clock. But I do that. But then we also do. I also just got put on like one of the members of it's called like the California Film Foundation.
Okay.
And it's one of the organizations around town that run like the Sacramento International Film Festival and all that stuff. So now, with my expertise and all the things that I learned from doing like the Fruitvale Station, the All Day and the Nights, this movie called The Last Black Man in San Francisco that just premiered at the Sundance Film Festival. Okay. I'm able to take all those experiences, all the things that I learned, and just try to help build up the community and stuff like that.
Right. Okay. Cool, man. And that's good, because when you're able to give back too, that's an awesome thing. For you give back with the joy of laughter, the joy of jokes, man. So for me, it's cool because like you really never know what to expect. Like when you're producing content, you never know what to expect. I mean, it could be something as like a predator jumping out of nowhere. Right? In the middle of an interview.
Exactly.
Oh, shit!
This
oh, my gosh! Just like this!
Like this guy.
Crazy! Where'd you come from, man? You got the knife and everything, man. You ever had one of these in your comedy shows?
No, I never. I mean, I've had a couple guys with dreads in the comedy show. They was carrying something else.
Give me some material on him. What you got?
Guy right
Break
here.
him down.
It's funny. They told me there was a predator that was coming through. I thought they was talking about R. Kelly, but they meant like an actual, like 7 foot.
Man, is that gonna be a nickname now? R. Kelly.
That's what, the R. Kellys of the world. Predator.
Man, so I mean, with all the surprises and things that are coming along, man, I know for you still got a lot of journey ahead, man. But looking back, you went through some of those experiences, and it changed who you were. It really kind of put things in perspective. It allowed you to come out your shell a little bit and use your passion to help people tell a story. Yeah, your story, right? Mm-hmm. And it allowed you to kind of come out of your shell. So, looking back, look in this camera right here and tell your younger self, give yourself some advice. What would you say, and what would be that one point of advice that you'd want your younger self to take home?
I would tell my younger self to enjoy the journey, because I saying even like the pitfalls of like Fruitvale Station like that, I still enjoy the process and enjoy the journey. So enjoy the journey, enjoy the process, just work harder.
Hey, and what do you think about this guy right here?
This guy,
parting thoughts.
Man, I'd take him out to like the club with me or something like that, bro. I know girls love guys over 6 feet tall, man. So I bring him with me. We pull a couple of girls or something, man.
I love it. Love it. All right, guys. Hey guys, had a great time with Buddy and our friend the Predator in this one. It was good. It was a great conversation talking about that passion and using just your creative talents. Buddy realized that he had a talent for making people laugh, and to be able to share that in his journey that took him into acting, took him into different roles in prominent movies and working with prominent people in the industry. It was a great thing to hear, and I'm glad Buddy was able to stop by. Be sure to check out our other episodes of EmergeUp. We've talked with Zay the Barber. We talked with Marcus Riley, ex-NFL alum. So be sure to check them out. And if you have somebody else that you think that we should interview, let us know in the comments. We'll be glad to help. Emerge Marketing, we're out. Man, buddy, that was a good interview, man. Appreciate you coming out, man.
No.
Some things came out. I wasn't really expecting that stuff,
No, but I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Bringing me through, man, telling my story and all that.
Oh, he's still here. Oh, come on.